here, and today I would like to show you a layout inspired by one of the cards from a pocket cards set called Beach from scrapbook.com. I was inspired by the layers of, it seems like ocean and beach and sun, and I will be using those DL-sized paper, smooth paper pads, and I already picked the colors. I have 3 blues and 2 yellows. One would be sun and one would be like a sand. And I'm just using my pencil to kind of make the outline of how I want the beach to look like. And I'm drawing on the other side, so it won't be necessary for me to remove the pencil lines, but the design will be rotated 180 degrees. So it looks like the sun will be on the left, but it will be on the right. And I'm proceeding with a first layer of ocean. I used the first kind of a sand layer to create the upper layer, upper line on the first wave, and the second one was created by hand. And I'm doing exactly the same with the second and the third, because I want those to kind of match with the shape. So I will have sand, light blue, darker blue, and the darkest blue. And all of the papers are taken from a smooth cardstock paper pad. It's really great for card making, but I'm not that big card maker. I like making cards, but I do not make a lot of them. So I'm always looking for ideas how I can use up those paper pads with some other type of projects. So I have my ocean and my beach, and now it's time for the sun. I will be using this stencil later, but first I need a circle for the sun, and I reached for one of my mixed media products to just outline the sun, because I thought this size will be just perfect. Of course, you can use punches or dies, whatever you have on hand. I just was too lazy to look for something different. So as you can see, my design look very similar to the design from the pocket card, and I took white 12 by 12 cardstock for the background, and I'm creating a white frame around it. I'm just marking it with a pencil. It will be a little bit bigger than the strips of paper, so I want to have like an extra color peeking from behind my paper layers, and I just marked lines. I'm not doing anything more yet. It's just for my referral. I'm not sure if it's a good word, because I will do some inking with Distress Oxide Inks, and I just need to know where the frame will be and where the ocean will be and where the sand and sun will be. So I am adding the mint tape to mask the white frame around the layout, and I will be inking blue inside the layer where the ocean waves are. And I'm not doing any very precise inking, because ocean isn't one solid color, and I used the cutout from the yellow paper to mark the border between sand and sun. And after I applied the first layer, I'm using a wave stencil from scrapbook.com to create a wave pattern, and I'm using exactly the same ink. This color is called Peacock Feathers, and it's my favorite blue of all Distress Oxide inks. So the blue layer is done, and as you can see, when we unglue the mint tape, which is the masking tape, perfect for any mixed media projects, well, mostly for inking, because it holds really well and it doesn't stick too much, so it won't ruin the paper. So I'm moving it on the top because the upper layer will be yellow. Well, now I know it will be yellow, but when I started my process, I wasn't sure if I want to make the whole sky yellow, because you know the sky is blue. But after I started, I decided, well, it looks fine. It doesn't have to be like 100% accurate. And I'm using the lighter shade of yellow called Squeezed Lemonade to color the yellow side. First it will be the beach, so I'm just trying the beach stripe to see if it's yellow enough. And I didn't want to use up too much of my mint tape, so I created only one corner, and I will move to the other corner right there. I will just reuse the tape from the one side. So this yellow will be my sun, and I'm placing it on top where it will be, so I know where to put more shadowing. And at first I wanted to leave the rest of the sky white, but as you will see in the video, it progressed while working on the background. So I took the stencil. This one is called Sunny Days Ahead, and this is just beautiful sun rays, and it's big enough for the layout. So I'm using the darker yellow called Mustard Seed, and I'm applying it on the rays, creating like a bigger accent. And again, I first thought only to add the colors close to the sun circle, but then I went with coloring all to the top. And when I finished, I decided I need to fill all the blanks with squeezed lemonade yellow, so you can see the full square of mixed media. So there is no yellowish, no whitish surface up there. And I'm just inking the rest of the yellow, and the background is ready. This is how it looks before gluing down the papers, and now I'm ready to glue down all my paper layers. And now I couldn't figure out what's wrong. But I forgot I have one more blue layer. So I'm gluing everything down with just the regular glue to create a composition. As I'm looking at this right now, I think that it would look good without the paper too, just the mixed media layers, but the paper gives a little more texture, because as you will see later, I will add stitching to the paper too, so it will be flat background, but it will be still a lot of things going on. But do not worry, it won't be a flat page at all, because I will add more embellishments. So this is how it looks. This is the B-side, the back side. The stitching is in white because I didn't want to add more color. I just wanted to add some texture. And I have a pretty picture taken on the Greek beach, and I'm using it on this layout. It will be on the sky next to the sun, because I don't want to cover too much of my pretty ocean, sea, or whatever, water. And I reached for Here and Now a collection by the release. It's not like a brand new collection, but I think it's the last release collection for American Crafts. I have it for a few months and I haven't used it yet, so it was just the perfect timing, and it gives more color to this kind of monochromatic yellow and blue design. So I'm adding palm trees to my beach, creating kind of like an oasis. So I'm just playing with embellishment. I have stickers, 6 by 12 stickers. I have ephemera pack, and I have the transparent stickers sheets book. I don't remember if it's a book or just a loose sheet. And I'm adding things here and there behind the picture, on top of the beach, but I'm still trying not to cover too much of the background, because It took me a while to make it. So this is this transparent sticker book. I'm also adding pieces of foam tape to add dimensions so nothing is glued down flat, and I'm finishing my page using those simple stories summer foam words, and I'm just using the ones that have the matching color like sunny, summertime. This is just a yay, but it's blue, and I'm placing it in the shape of the waves. So I'm just making the same shape with them. With stickers made with foam, you can easily kind of adjust the curve because the foam is kind of, I'm looking for a word, plastic, and you can bend it a little bit. So I'm just working with all the words I want to use, and I have fun. So cool, yay, summertime, but it's still work in progress because I have an empty space here, and I thought maybe using flamingos to add like a splash of colors here in the middle of all the blue things, and I decided to use flamingos. I'm not sure if they would stay in the water. Well, they would in a shallow water. They do not swim, obviously. So let's pretend it's a very, very shallow beach. So we have flamingos, and I added one more word, sunny, on top of the sun because it felt quite empty. And I'm just adding those puffy stickers in the shape of a circle here and there, just yellow, blue, and I think I added some pink too. They are from Pebbles collection made for birthdays. I don't remember the name of the collection, and this is the finished page. I had so much fun creating it, and I really love using uh, supplies that are not meant for the layouts to kind of challenge myself, and this is how it looks. Thank you so much for staying with me. I placed a list of supplies I used in the video description. Here are some other videos you may like and watch me making more layouts. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for liking my videos. I appreciate it a lot. And see you in some other videos soon. Bye!